should see guys jousting for position in this one. Brent, we've got two teams that can rebound with the best of them.
Yeah, when you have a physical game like this, BA, the one worry is there going to be a lot of fouls? Because you don't want any of these guys out of the game with the way they control the glass.
The starters for the Memphis Grizzlies. Brooks and Jackson, the defensive forward pair. Moran and Bain in the backcourt together. And it's Adams in at the center position. Now here's Moran. Lets it go from the wing. And it's Phoenix with the rebound.
And that's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time and hits it.
Paul against Moran. For three, Booker. He can't get it to go. And Memphis taking it the other way down. Here's Bain. Adams with a screen on Booker. The drive by Bain. Oh, and he breaks it down with a two-handed jam.
Just great offense. The screen freeing him up for the slam.
Hey, without that screen, he doesn't get a clean look at the rim.
Yeah, why settle for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that?
Ayton passes to Paul. Goes up with it again. And it's finished off by Ayton as he lays it in.
You know, if Ayton continues to play with that kind of effort, possession by possession, he's a real tough cover.
Now here's Brooks. Not a lot of room. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
And it didn't take long for Phoenix to match the offer sheet Ayton signed with the Indiana Pacers. Now, there was talk they might let Ayton walk after that fallout during their playoff exit. But Phoenix knew they needed to keep Ayton to remain a contender.
For Memphis, they've gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Adams with a screen on Paul. Puts it up from 17. Morant, no good.
Well, next time he should do a better job, I think, of getting balanced and set up his feet. That just throws your body way out of whack and hurts your percentages.
Durant, no good.
Everything right except the finish. Have to keep focused all the way through the play.
Ball against Morant. Morant with the slam!
I mean, just an agile move by Morant down low, working around the contact and getting it to go.
Pass to Paul. Takes a three. It's rebounded by Memphis. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes play. Adams with a screen on Paul. Moran against Paul. Morant, the pass to Brooks. 4 on the clock. Here's Bain. Oh, can't tie it up as that one misses. Outside Paul. Ayton with a screen. Paul with it. He's picked up by Adams. Pulls up. Ayton passes to Paul. Over Adams. The kick to Durant. Ayton, the screen on Jackson. Oh, it's stolen by Adams. Oh, deflected. Paul with a steal. Pass to Booker. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into this first quarter.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
And here's Morant. To the middle. Here's Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
And Morant is a natural leader. Someone who wants to get his guys involved when they're open.
And he lobs it up. And Ayton with the stuff.
Just great hands for Ayton to time that one.
The Grizzlies have gone 4 of 7, shooting a solid percentage. Moran against Paul. The open shot, Moran. Here's Adams. Outside for Moran. For 3. That one falls. His second make in 5 attempts.
A wonderful awareness from the big man as Steven Adams finds the open man.
Inside. Here's Ayton. The kick to Durant. Takes the 3. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Memphis trailing here. Just 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. against Morant. Down low. Here's Adams. And that one hits the back iron.
He's got so many ways to score in the post. Just nifty, uses fakes. You have to have a body on him every time he's down there.
And at the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Suns ahead. They're up by 2.
Fans, please give a big round of applause.
And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Suns?
Well, we're in the era of the three-point basket. So if you want to win games in this league, you have to connect from deep, and they have been thus far.
Well, not only that, but you love how unselfish they've been to start this game. That's going to get all the guys in a great flow and feeling good. So moving that ball around and scoring off assists is a nice way to play.
Bismack Biyombo is out there with Darius Bazley. Then it's Terrence Ross. Then it's T.J. Warren. And it's Payne in at the 1. That's the Suns 5 as we get into the second quarter.
The attention to detail on defense. Jackson reads shooters well and knows when to go for blocks.
Payne, the pass to Adams. Back to Payne. 6 to shoot. Jackson with a screen on Ross. From deep, Payne. It's rebounded by Biyombo. The Suns trailing after a tough decade for the Suns between 2010 and 2020. They are once again a team to be reckoned with in the NBA, Brent.
Oh, man, the cachet of talent that this roster has is tremendous. And this team really came together in a hurry. And they're going to be a force for the next few years to come.
Adams with a screen on Payne. Here's Morant. Oh, that's offensive interference. So Memphis ends up going with a new group.
Substitution on the court.
Close them in on 2 minutes played here in the second. Ross against Kennard. The 3. Doesn't go that time. And it's Memphis the other way. Stolen by Ross. Here's Bazley. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change. There's a screen by Biyombo. And there's a whistle. That's going to go on Brandon Clark. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
And the lob disrupted. Not to be.
Oh, that's some pesky defense. Should have thought twice before attempting that pass.
Outside Jones. Right wing. Clock at 6. Here's Clark. Poked loose. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. Clark's got his first 2 points.
They keep capturing the lead, then giving it back. We'll see if they can hold on to it this time.
Well, you can tell they really want to increase this lead. They can't keep letting them take it from them.
Grizzlies foul. JohnWick. First personal foul. Second team foul.
Second quarter play, almost 3 minutes gone here. Well, plenty of give and take so far.
There's 6 lead changes already. Both teams came to play.
Kennard on the wing. Kennard on the wing. Clark with a screen on Ross. Hey, how's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
And Kennard saw the opening, got up there, and really threw it down.
Pass to Ross. Back to Payne. To the paint. Kennard against Ross. There's a screen by Biyombo. And he lobs it up to the rim. Throw it down on the lob. You know, with all the dunkers out there, some players make sure they don't end up on too many posters. Grant, you ever make a business decision?
Yeah, B.A., you know, I made a few business decisions through my career. Look, as a competitor, you want to make sure that you can play defense, give it your all, contest at the rim when you feel that you can. But when someone like a Vince Carter in the midst of insanity, that's when you make a business decision. And that's a smart decision.
Here's Warren. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
You don't want to give T.J. Warren, who's a gifted scorer, that kind of positioning. You're just gifting him points.
Kennard outside. Three-pointer. It's rebounded by Biyombo.
Just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Phoenix calls timeout. And it's a completely new group for the Suns. The Suns have gone 4 for 7 in the second quarter. Outside Paul. Durant with a screen on Morant. Outside Durant. Launches it. Offensive board. Ayton. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
The big guy going up and trying to rip that rim off.
About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Morant. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Morant's got 10 points in the game.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Pass to Ayton. The three is up. Brooks with the rebound. Outside Morant. Shoots over Paul. Here's Adams. It's all tied in Phoenix. And we'll step away briefly, but get...
23. The Grizzlies. 23.
Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. Boy, you got to like what Ja Morant has done in this game.
Through 2 quarters of play, he's been an excellent source of points.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Taylor Jenkins. Payne and Brooks out on the wing. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. And it's Morant in at the point. And Morant drops them both. And the Suns shooting about 43% in this one. Ayton, a screen on Payne. Paul passes to Durant. Yes, and it's Paul with the assist that time. 5 points in the game.
And how about Durant inside because of that height? Just tough to deal with. Comfortable attacking from that spot.
And Kevin Durant post-Achilles surgery. No apparent decline, Greg. Last season, the 3rd highest scoring average of his career.
I mean, incredible. Almost 30 points a game. Think about this. 2 of the 4 times he led the league in scoring, he did it averaging less points per game. And his efficiency, good as ever.
Outside Booker. To the inside. Stolen by Jackson. Payne, the pass to Morant. And stolen by Durant. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. It's Booker on the wing. Sinks it from distance. And now a 3-point Suns lead.
Just not thinking about it twice. Devin Booker with the ball. He's going to let it rip.
Morant against Paul. Now here's Morant. He's guarded closely. Going inside. Here's Adams. And there's 2. Work on the glass, paying off that time.
Adams just continuing to grind it out. Outstanding staying after that possession. And then he grabs a second chance deuce.
Into the 3rd. 2 minutes in now. Pass to Durant. And it's slammed in by Durant.
Booker's all-around game is really coming together. Nice play there.
Jackson on the wing, guarded by Durant. Jackson with a screen on Paul. From deep, Morant. It falls. 5 for 11 in the game.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
And the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Okogie's shot is off.
The defense is tough as it comes right there. He's a hard man to deny when he gets the ball to the rim.
Bain, the pass to Morant. Jackson with a screen on Paul.
And then Morant with the jam. Plays with so much confidence. When Morant gets in a zone, he stays aggressive.
And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
NBA, that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
So Memphis ends up going with a new group. Booker, the pass to Ayton. That one's good. Give the assist to Booker. Ayton's got 8 points.
A difficult cover here on the pick and roll as Devin Booker's getting more and more experience playing out and making plays.
Here's Jones, and the layup is good off the glass. And the Grizzlies lead by 2.
Yeah, there was a lack of intensity in the first half, but these teams have now turned it up.
You asked for those hustle plays earlier in the game. We're seeing them now.
1:21 left in the third quarter. Here's Conchar. Now quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Counted.
Well, the defense allowed that one. He had a clear path to the cup.
Kennard against Booker. The kick to Durant from deep. They get it back. Here's Ayton. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. 10 points for him.
The defense gets physical, but Ayton doesn't seem to get knocked off of balance. That helps him to keep the focus.
Jones from outside. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. On the wing, Durant. He's got 7. There's the drive.
The aggressiveness, the intelligence of Durant, able to put it on the floor and draw contact.
Second team foul. At the line for
That one
Phoenix,
misses.
Kevin Durant. 2 shots.
Good on the second one. 35 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Outside Jones. Pass to Aldama. And the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
I mean, he had the right idea, but his timing was just a little off, and it resulted in a goaltend.
We've got 22 seconds left to play in the third. Now here's Payne. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
That campaign, just a grinder and has stuck with it. His career arc is quite interesting. He spent time in the G League, and a few years back he was out of the league. Now he's back, he's confident, he's dependable, and he's a huge part of a team playing winning basketball.
Kennard outside. Offline with a 3. We're at the end of the third quarter, and we've still got a close one. It's the Grizzlies.
Fans, please give a big round of applause for your son, you.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the fourth in what is still anybody's ball game. We've got Campaign, T.J. Warren out there with Darius Baisley. Then it's Bismack Biyombo, and it's Ross in at the 2-guard spot. That's who's out there for Phoenix. Memphis has gone 4 of 8 from 3, a nice percentage. Kennard outside. Here's Aldama. And he banks in the layup. And the Grizzlies lead by 3.
You don't want to ever give up points on the boards. That's the lesson for the team there. That's a hustle play to save points.
It's Ross on the wing, defended by Kennard. Shot clock at 6. Down low. Here's Biyombo. Good D by Clark. The Grizzlies shooting is around 55% so far. Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Pass to Kennard. Here's Aldama. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
Yikes, that one stings there. Hurts so much more to turn the ball over, especially with how tight the game is.
And the Suns going with a whole new group out there. Paul against Moran. Paul passes to Durant. Stolen by Jackson. Outside Moran. That's good from Jackson on the assist by Moran. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Grizzlies.
Well, their D has been a major story tonight. I mean, those steals and putting pressure on the ball, clogging the passing lanes, impressive.
Their attacking of the offensive glass has also been a success story. All game long, they've been committed to finding those second chance opportunities.
Pass to Adams. Outside Bain. Jackson with a screen on Booker. Here's Bain. And he dunks it down.
Just great offense. The screen freeing him up for the slam.
Hey, without that screen, he doesn't get a clean look at the rim.
Yeah, why settle for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that?
Outside Booker. Off the mark there with a three. Memphis leading. Morant with it, and it's Paul picking him up. Adams with a screen on Paul. And it's Ja Morant with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
The Suns have gotten only 1 of 5 to fall here in the fourth. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Moran against Paul. Inside, here's Durant, and Durant with the big finish.
And he sort of had that look in his eyes. Durant staying cool in the clutch moment.
Moran against Paul. Jackson with a screen on Paul. Here's Moran. And then Moran with the dunk.
Can you say prime time player Morant? He enjoys delivering for his team in these parts of the game.
And count it. The shot is good, and he'll go to the line.
Well, Booker is the leader, and you got to trust him in that spot. You might want to think twice before sending him to the line again. He gets locked in when the game gets close.
Moran against Paul. Adams with a screen on Paul. Moran, pass to Adams. He's off on that one. And Phoenix the other way now. And Booker puts up a deep three. The kick to Durant. Pass to Paul to take the lead. Ayton with a screen. Booker, the pass to Ayton. Outside Paul. On the take. Oh, it's no good. That would have tied it. The Grizzlies have gotten 4 shots out of 6 attempts to drop so far in the fourth. Now here's Moran. He's covered closely. Durant pulls it in. To tie it up. Outside for Booker. Durant with a screen on Bain. And he's going for the oop here.
That could have been an easy pass and finish. Not really sure what went wrong.
Yeah, you'd like to keep things a little more simple, and that was a play that didn't quite develop the way they wanted it.
Can't get it to fall. And it's the Suns with the ball. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth. Durant inside, defended by Jackson. And he drills the triple.
This guy wants those kind of shots. That's Devin Booker. Wow.
Brooks from outside. Oh, that shot had a chance, but the all-or-nothing shot attempt is off the mark. So a close game sees Phoenix taking this one. That was an incredible night of hoops.
Something to keep an eye on in this one, the big man. Both these teams have talented front courts.
You're exactly right. Both rely on their bigs, and the winner of the game is probably going to be the team that wins that front court matchup.
And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. Two big men inside, Towns and Gobert. And it's Conley in at the 1 spot. Here's KD, and then Durant with the jam.
Boy, with that long reach of his, so easy for KD to throw it down.
Outside, Towns. Towns, the screen. Out to the right wing. It's up a 3. And it's Ayton with the rebound. And it's the Suns' ball. Here's KD. And then Durant with the jam.
He just powered that one down.
One of the game's top dunkers.
Absolutely salivates when he attacks the rim.
And it's Towns missing.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time. Well, many thought the Suns would let Ayton walk as a restricted free agent, but they had no hesitation matching the offer to bring him back. It looks like he'll be a Sun for the foreseeable future.
You know, not every player can make that kind of a pass. I mean, Paul makes it look easy, but it takes really tremendous vision and timing to execute that.
Ouch. Unbelievable jam from a player who's given us more than his share of great ones in his time.
You're right, Greg. Defense was nothing but an afterthought on that drive to the hoop.
Well, I don't think anybody wanted to be the guy at the end of the wrong side on that play.
An absolute beast inside. Love how Ayton uses his size to draw these fouls. Young big men, though, often struggle to find consistency, but you look at Ayton's first 4 seasons, the numbers are almost identical year to year.
David Aldridge had a chance to catch up with head coach Monty Williams. David, what did he have to say?
Thanks, Kevin. Looking at these matchups, he thinks they can pound the ball inside with success. He wants them to get points in the paint early, force the defense to collapse, and then play inside out. We'll see if the opponent sticks to that game plan as well, guys.
Thank you, David. And it's Paul missing. And for Ayton, the numbers are impressive indeed, averaging a double-double every season.
And he's got all the tools. Next steps, making more plays for others, and they've been working on his shooting range to open up the lane a bit more. That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Here's KD. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
Man, I can't believe he blew that gimme, guys. Well, I know he's frustrated about that.
Suns leading by 3. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Now here's Booker, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Yep, they'll be trying to draw that next foul quickly so they can start getting those easy chances at the strike.
Conley against Paul. Towns, the screen. Conley for 3. Not going to go that time. Now the Suns take it the other way. Here's Durant, and he makes good on the layup. Durant's got 8 points.
Boy, what a graceful athlete. I mean, Durant does a beautiful job moving and slicing through that defense, getting a high percentage shot there.
Hey, guys, how about the dominant young career Karl Anthony Towns has had?
Very few can dominate like he can, Kevin. Towns is a monster. I mean, averaging a double-double every year of his career so far. So valuable in what he brings to the table.
And the assets traded by the Wolves for Rudy Gobert surprised a lot of people. In essence, 5 first-round picks, 3 of them unprotected. They better hope this thing works out. A lot right now. Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Gobert, the screen. Conley gets the bucket.
And he's been a terrific point guard in this league for a long time. Mike Conley just knows how to play.
Stolen by McDaniels. call against Conley. Here's Gobert. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Chris Paul picks up that.
And the length of Gobert can be so difficult to deal with. And that's why you have to be physical with him on defense.
And so Booker will bring it up for Phoenix. There's 53 seconds left to play in the first quarter. And he banks in the layup.
And great energy from Booker there in the paint, just working hard to get to his shot.
Here's Conley. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. Ayton's got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's KD. And finished off by KD.
Ooh, he put a little extra on that one.
He does. He doesn't usually finish soft either. Obviously, he can when necessary, but not that time.
Not when he can throw it down like that. Boom!
They get it back. Gobert. The kick out to Towns. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. The second chance effort. Back to Edwards. 4 on the clock. A 3. The shot, no good. Here's Ayton. And that does it for the first quarter. The Suns on top. They lead by 5.
Fans, please give a big round of applause for your...
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for the Suns.
And guys, they've done a great job feeding their bigs inside. They are just punishing the opposition in the paint.
I would like to highlight, too, guys, the excellent passing they've done early on. I mean, they've done a really good job putting the ball into the hands of guys ready to shoot it.
On the court for the Timberwolves as our second quarter is underway. 2 big men inside, Towns and Gobert. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. And it's Conley in at the 1. Takes it inside. Launches a 3. That shot is off. And Minnesota will come the other way. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Here's Edwards. Here's Gobert. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket.
He knows his job. Gobert is there to own the glass and cash in on as many second chance opportunities as he can.
Now here's Ross. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring hit from him. And that's out of bounds. Phoenix will retain possession. Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. Here's Warren. Clark, when the casual fan looks at a stat sheet, turnovers sometimes go overlooked. They don't really grab your attention. But as a player, how conscious of turnovers were you?
Extremely conscious of it, Kevin, because you know possessions are valuable and you don't want to be limiting your team in possessions. And you don't want your teammates to be sloppy. You don't want to be sloppy. And most of the time you want to try to force your opponents into turnovers, not make them yourself. Hey, like a lot of guys, Edwards rides momentum as a player. When his confidence is soaring, so is his activity level.
Ross with it. He dishes it to Biyombo. Shot clock at 6. And here's Warren for 3. And again, it's the Suns missing. Timberwolves trail by 3. Towns down low. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. And we have to take another glance at that powerful rejection.
An emphatic rejection that was. Boy, you got to appreciate that kind of forceful, in-your-face defense.
Now, Greg, a disappointing ending to the playoffs last season, certainly for the Phoenix Suns.
Well, came in the top seed in their conference only to make a second-round exit after a grueling Game 7. So this season might be revenge time for this group.
Ross against Conley. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Conley against Ross. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over.
Timberwolves ball.
Timberwolves trail by 3. Towns in the corner. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. Gobert down low, covered by Biyombo. Gobert can't hit. The Suns have gone 1 of 6 from the field in the second quarter. It's been a rough period so far. Can they get it? Here's Warren. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. And the Suns lead by 5.
You know, Warren's role on this team is to score the basketball and to do it from just about anywhere, but particularly these spots on the floor. Michael Conley with excellent vision on that pass.
There's 1:40 left now here in the second. Now Payne. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. To the inside. Stolen by McDaniels. And now the Timberwolves on the break. And finished off by Edwards.
Watch out now. Look out below. Edwards rising to the rafters.
Ross against Edwards. And it's Jaden McDaniels with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. And the Suns with a completely new group on the floor.
Substitution on the court.
1:11 left to play here in the second quarter. Booker against Edwards. Puts it up from 15. No good from Booker.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Here's Towns. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Towns has got the lead up to 1 now for the Timberwolves. A drive by Booker. At the elbow, Paul. Pocket 6. Back to Booker. Pass to Okogie. And he uses both hands to jam it in.
Yeah, you know, this is just too easy for Okogie. I mean, the defense cannot afford to let him get deep, established position.
And how about that? What a sensational finish.
Yeah, you got to be able to get some hang time to do that one.
Yeah, to glide in and reverse it home like that, so sweet.
Here's Ayton. Gobert with the block.
And the reach and height of Gobert, it literally makes it impossible to score over him. He's able to get all over that shot.
Anthony Edwards has been leading. All right, David, thank you. We'll be...
Your son, 21. The Timberwolves, 22.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. The Suns trailing.
And talking about a franchise that has done a complete 180, look no further than the Phoenix Suns. Before 2021, they hadn't even been to the playoffs in 10 years.
Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Ayton is out there with Durant, and it's Okogie in at the 3. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Monty Williams. A shot by Alexander Walker, no good. And so it's Paul bringing it up for Phoenix. In just 4 seasons, Phoenix, Greg, went from last in the conference to the best record in the entire NBA. It's been an unbelievable story.
And there's a lot of talent on this team, not to mention a great coach in Monty Williams. The future is bright for this franchise.
Now here's Booker. Paul kicks to Booker. Ayton sets the pick for Booker. 5 to shoot. Down low. The Suns need to get a shot off. Okogie for 3. Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession.
Timberwolves ball.
Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. Here's Alexander Walker. Yep, that one goes in there. Alexander Walker's got the first basket of the third quarter for Minnesota. Suns trail by 3. side, KD. Kicks it out to Paul. Lets it go from deep. That's good, and it's KD with the assist. Paul's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. From downtown, it's hauled in by the Suns. Here's KD, and then Durant with the dunk.
Nice handles, tight handles, fluid handles, right into his shooting motion. Durant able to do everything on the offensive end.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
You know, those kinds of plays can be difference makers, game changers, momentum shifters, especially in a close contest where 1 or 2 possessions can impact the outcome.
Good on the three-point shot.
Boy, that's an example of Durant's basketball IQ and awareness, both platinum level.
Alexander Walker passes to Prince. Passes it to Alexander Walker. Going inside. Shot clock at 5. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
And last year, Minnesota had a tough end to their season. In their 10th playoff appearance, they made their 9th first-round exit.
I don't think the Timberwolves, Greg, plan on letting their playoff statistics discourage them at all.
And that's kind of the beauty of this squad. They're out to make new franchise history, not focusing on the past, just keep evolving as a team. And I would not be surprised to see them double him up here.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
And over the course of last year, he was up over 90%. And with a stroke like that, you see why.
Guys, I thought he got into a groove last year at the charity stripe, and I thought he maintained it deep into the season as well.
Here's Noel beyond the arc. And they recover it. Second chance shot. Kicks it out to Prince. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Yeah, good job to take it right at him.
Yeah, really left him no choice there. He had to foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
The Timberwolves secured a spot in the playoffs last season, Greg, and we enjoyed it after they got that emotional win in the play-in game in the Twin Cities over the Clippers. What a night.
And Kevin, you could tell it meant a lot to the players. This is a team that has struggled for so long, and by getting to the playoffs, this is a step in the right direction.
This is his 3rd free throw attempt of the game.
How about last season? Made about 79% of his attempts, so those are really quality numbers.
At the line for 1.
Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Pass to McDaniels, out to the right wing. Gobert down low. He's guarded by Ross. Out to Edwards. Stolen by Warren. Fires the 3. Ross against Edwards. Driving in, and Ross with the slam.
Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
You know, they came out of the locker room, revved up the gas pedal, and haven't slowed down yet.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Phoenix.
I like this throwback approach they're taking, looking to score high percentage shots in the paint. And so far, it's working.
You've also got to commend them for how they've attacked the basket. They've been aggressive. They've not settled and have consistently gone at the rim.
And the foul called on Terrence Ross. That's his first foul.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Excellent example of toughness and physicality on defense. Got his nose right in the middle of things and made a play.
Towns for 3. Nailed from three-point land. Towns has got 9 points.
You know, Karl Anthony Towns is a dangerous shooter from the perimeter, and it's his excellent shot selection that helps him be so efficient from there.
But he just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. they can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. To the left wing, jacks up a three, and rebounded by McDaniels. Right side Towns. 3 seconds left. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Suns lead by 4. And time to step it. And how about a look now at our assist to the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this way?
Yeah, and as a two guard, he's typically not a reluctant shooter. So it was really nice to see him orchestrating for a teammate instead.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. On the court for Minnesota. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. And it's Noel in at the point guard position. Both teams deciding to change it up. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Hey, Kevin, during the last break, I heard Monty Williams talking with his team. This game's still up for grabs. He told his team, hey, we're in position to take this one, guys. Let's stay focused and stay together, and we'll get it done. See how it plays out, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Durant. 3 on the clock, and Ayton throws it down.
A towering presence on the offensive glass. Ayton uses his height well to keep possessions alive.
Gobert with a screen on Paul. Conley with a wide open look. No good on the triple. Suns leading by 4. It's Durant on the wing. Defended by Towns. Paul against Conley. 5 on the clock. On the wing, Booker. It's stolen by Edwards. And so they foul intentionally.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
And finished off by Gobert.
And no issues at the rim for Gobert. One of the league leaders in flushes. The Frenchman loves to finish above the rim.
Booker the pass to Okogie. Here's Ayton. Goes straight to the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. Michael Conley picks one up.
Good to see a player going all out when the game's this tight.
You know, G.A., he knows what his job is. Patrol the offensive glass.
You know, that time I thought he did it with authority. Tremendous putback at a time when they really need it.
And, you know, Conley developed great vision in terms of the floor, and that allows him to spot an open teammate.
Ayton a screen on Edwards. Here's Booker, and he drives in, and so the ball out of bounds. Gobert touched it last. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. Here's Paul. Banked in off the glass. And the Suns lead by 4.
Just so reliable. I mean, that basket there will give them a little bit more of a cushion.
Conley for 3. Up the live, Minnesota. Here's Gobert. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Ayton's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Durant shakes him. He lays it in. And now a 6-point Suns lead.
Easy feasting for KD. I mean, he's been killing them tonight. They just don't have an answer for him.
Conley for 3. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. Ayton's got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. 3rd minute of action now gone here in the 4th. Durant the pass to Paul. 6 on the shot clock. And too long on the shot. Timberwolves trail by 6. Conley left side. Towns sets the pick for Conley. Towns down low to Durant's there. And Towns the bucket on the assist from Conley. Conley's got his 4th assist in this one. Paul looking around to the middle. Here's KD. And KD throws it down.
Very elusive in the pick and rolls is Kevin Durant. I mean, he slashes after screening, and that makes it tough to stay with him.
And with that shot, the Suns' lead is cut down now to just 4 in the basket from Conley.
That's just being a pro. Conley understanding the moment and rising to the occasion.
And Booker kicks to KD. Kicks it out to Paul. The trade. Here's Ayton. Tries again. Back to Durant. Fires from deep. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Outside Conley. Takes a 3. No good. Shot missing. And Phoenix the other way now. There's the pass to Okogie. Ball outside. There's 31 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Oh, Ayton in position. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
And it's still a rare sight to see rebound numbers like the ones he's had tonight.
Boy, he has put in some major work. He's earning his pay, for sure.
Ayton against Gobert. Now here's Ayton.
And having Gobert gives them such a daunting presence on D. He can affect.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it up.
I smack clowns with mad style.
here that know a thing or two about ball movement, Grant.
Yeah, they really do. I mean, there's a great feel that these teams play with. Two of the smartest teams in the league. They focus on sharing the basketball and keeping everyone involved. This is a matchup for the purist.
Looking at the starting five for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Conley in at the point guard position.
Boy, you've got to love when Mike Conley shoots it with confidence, goes to the catch and shoot game. All right, Mike.
This guy is putting on a clinic for the people.
Man, I'm shocked. I can't believe he pulled that off in a real game. Here's Edwards after the basket by Memphis from the arc. The rebound by Jackson. Morant with it. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. It's going to be on Karl Anthony Towns.
Come on, this kid is electric. Morant draws a lot of fouls with the way he plays.
Well, you know the Timberwolves are a young squad, Doris. When will it be their time, you think?
I think, B.A., when you have a talent that is the anchor of your organization, which they have in Karl Anthony Towns.
Oh, my goodness!
Good night.
Cocked it back and fired it home!
Oh, give me a little sauce, Anthony Edwards. Rise high and finish over the defender.
From deep, Morant. That shot is off.
He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
Pass to McDaniels. Oh, Brooks with the steal. Here's the break. Here's Morant. And then Morant with the jam!
One of the faster players in the league, end to end. I mean, few people can run with Morant.
Towns on a screen. Shoots over Jackson. Oh, and Jackson with the block. And that'll be Minnesota's ball as it goes out of bounds. Timberwolves able to keep the possession. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Adams. And the dead-eye shooter, Mike Miller, here to support his former team, the Grizzlies.
Hey, the Rookie of the Year back in 2001 for the Magic, but traded to Memphis and had the finest seasons of his career in a Grizzlies uniform.
Here's Gobert. Left side, Edwards. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Hard work pays off right there. Anthony Edwards finds himself in the paint and draws contact.
And the first one at the line is good.
What we know about Anthony Edwards, he had a terrific rookie campaign, but he got better in his second season, both as an individual and as a teammate, guys.
Outside Morant. And he drives in. Morant with the slam!
The quick feet of Morant. He's so dangerous when he's cutting to the rim.
Well, what stood out the most in Edwards' second season, Doris, his commitment on the defensive end.
Exactly right, B.A., because he asked the coaching staff almost on a nightly basis to guard the opposition's best player. And though they didn't always give him that assignment, you have to admire his pursuit. This guy wants to become one of the top two-way players in the league.
Jackson with a screen on Conley. And that one's good. Morant.
So explosive coming off the screen. Morant is sudden and deadly.
Picked by Gobert. Edwards finds Gobert. And Gobert with the stuff.
Crashes the glass with authority, then puts it back strong.
Next level, man. This guy's just going out and making a play. And it's Morant off the drive. That shot off the mark. The Timberwolves go the other way with it. Conley passes to Edwards. Now McDaniels, hounded by Morant. Morant against McDaniels. Grizzlies with the rebound. A minute and a half left in the first quarter. Jackson with a screen on McDaniels. From deep, Morant. It's blocked by Gobert.
This guy is an absolute menace and force on the defensive end. Rudy Gobert says, no, sir.
And now Now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, B.A. Not sure what got into him. I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
He was all alone on that one. Conley's got 6 points.
Well, we normally see Mike Conley toe the line. That time he takes a step or two past it. Okay, Mike.
There's 49 seconds left in the first. Morant. Here's Jackson, and the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. Rudy Gobert picks one up. And that one falls for Jackson. It's both from the stripe. There's 42 seconds left to play in the first. Pass to McDaniels. Back to Conley. The rebound by Jackson. Memphis has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Now here's Morant. 11 points in the game. Jackson the screen. And it's Morant missing. Right side Edwards. And it's off the back of the rim. No good. Ja Morant. He's feeling it tonight and has been the...
Please give a big round of applause for your...
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in the second quarter. What stands out to you from the Grizzlies in this one?
It's simple. The main takeaway from the first quarter is they're winning this game with defense.
I think across the board, a number of guys who've done a great job guarding multiple positions.
Morant and Bane in the backcourt together. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. And it's Brooks in at the small forward. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. For three, Conley. It doesn't go for him. Now Memphis takes it the other way. Now Brooks. Well, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Here's Jackson. Good work defensively by Towns.
He's as surprised as we are. Most nights that bucket is automatic.
McDaniels from long range. Knocks down the long J. McDaniels got his first 3 points of the game.
Well, a big trade over the summer, bringing Rudy Gobert to the Wolves. And it's a bit of a fresh start for Gobert, a main star of this team that is loaded with talent, but needed that defensive anchor. Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
Well, as you know, Grant, this game can be so hard on your body. As a player, how do you determine the difference between being hurt versus being injured?
It's a great question, B.A. Look, sometimes as players, you need someone to protect them from themselves. Today's game, the teams today are so smart about protecting players and preventing things from getting worse. But it really comes down to the players, the doctors, the team overall, just being smart and having a big picture about the injuries.
Jackson finds Brooks. Here's Adams, defended by Gobert. Adams, the pass to Brooks. Memphis needs to get off a shot. Clock at 2. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. Second quarter basketball. Just over a minute and a half played so far. Here's Edwards. Drives to the hoop.
Trading the lead back and forth. Neither side is willing to back down.
And right now you love the chess match, right? The ability of each side to adjust to what the other is doing.
Morant against Conley. Right side Morant. Shot clock at 5. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
Well, they found a groove, and it's from distance. So knocking them down from the three-point land never hurts.
And the other thing I love, how they're making the extra pass. They're not settling for the first shot. They're going from good to great.
For 3, Conley. Drops in the 3. Conley's got 9 points.
Well, Mike Conley has proven a consistent three-point shooter in his career. Get a hand up, folks.
from behind the arc. And out of bounds. Minnesota will have it.
Minnesota's ball.
And that shot was going nowhere thanks to that aggressive swat.
Oh my, and that was textbook defense, positioning himself well to send it back.
Here's the three. Oh, it's stolen by Adams. Jackson outside. Pass to Moran. The baseline J. To the wing, right side. And another miss by Memphis.
I don't know if he's trying to show off for the crowd or what. There's no reason for that kind of shot.
Towns a screen on Moran. And another three for Minnesota.
And for so many teams in the NBA, establishing the three-point shot is goal number one on offense. He's definitely doing his part tonight.
No doubt it's a growing trend, Greg, and he is highly accurate tonight.
The three from Bane. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got rebound number 8 here already in the game. It's McDaniels on the wing. And another three from Minnesota.
And they're building on their lead, doing whatever they can to blow this game open.
One of the things they're doing is identifying favorable matchups and then going at them.
Morant, the pass to Adams. And here's Bane. Adams a screen. Edwards against Bane, looking to win the run. On the wing, Bane. No luck on that one. The Timberwolves go the other way with it.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Well, Karl Anthony Towns has always had a burden on his shoulders offensively, and he has the skill set to be able to handle it gracefully.
So Memphis ends up going with a new group. Edwards, the pass to McDaniels. Back to Edwards. Towns down low. Pass to Gobert. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. Memphis trailing here. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Here's Tillman. Back to Kennard. On the wing, Conchar. Pass to Kennard. The three ball. Conchar can't hit.
Yeah, they just can't seem to end the drought no matter where they shoot it from.
And I think you can start to feel their frustration mounting. With every missed bucket, it becomes more and more desperate.
For three, Conley. Ooh, once again, off the mark by Minnesota. To stop the drought. Oh, got it off in time, but it's no good. And so it's Minnesota. They have a nice 9-point cushion at the end of the quarter. And their defense has stood out, wreaking havoc for the opposition. We're coming right back. And if you're just joining in, one half is in the books, one half to go. Oh, a fantastic game from Ja Morant in this one.
His whole first half looked like a highlight reel, rising up and just owning the rim.
Yeah, this guy plays fast, he's aggressive, and if you let him get to the cup, there is nothing that you can do about it.
Kicking off the second half, here's Chris Finch's 5. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Conley in at the point. Minnesota's gotten 6 of 13 shots to go from outside the arc. Picked it out of midair. Here's Conchar, looking for his first basket still in this one. Pass to Kennard. And he got the whistle on the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. Rudy Gobert picks one up.
Well, an excellent free throw shooter. Luke Kennard is not the guy you want to send to the line.
Both good from the line that time.
Well, this guy has multiple ways to get to the free throw line, and boy, has his stroke been on the money.
From deep, Conley. Doesn't go for him. Now Memphis takes it the other way. Outside Jones. To To the paint. Here's Aldama. And he gets the bucket.
Sees his man has the angle on the interior and drops a dime right there.
Here's Edwards. Driving in. And Edwards slams it in.
This guy is so explosive. Anthony Edwards off the bounce. My goodness.
Outside Jones. Puts up a three. To the middle. Here's Aldama. Another shot. Rudy Gobert with a rebound. Minnesota in the lead. Towns down low. Defended by Kennard. That's good from Towns. On the assist from Edwards.
Anthony Edwards plays with joy, and you love to see him get his teammates involved. Pretty pass.
There's the three. And Kennard with the three. Kennard's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Sometimes it's simple. Put the ball in the hands of your scorers and let them do what they do best.
From deep, Conley. Pass to Gobert. Back to Daniels. Second shot opportunity. Now here's Gobert. There's the steal. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Jones misses.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
They get the rebound. Gobert gets the bucket. Gobert's gotten his second bucket of the game.
Well, Rudy Gobert securing the board and making sure to convert.
Tillman with a screen. Fires the three.
2 minutes remaining in the quarter. 2 minutes.
Not going to go that time. Good work defensively by Towns. Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
A savage reverse jam. That takes great body control.
No question. He was making a statement right there, man. Jones with the ball. Towns covering. Pass to Tillman. Outside Jones. Kennard with it. On the wing, Conchar. It's blocked by Gobert. Out of bounds as Memphis keeps possession. And it's a completely new group for the Timberwolves.
Substitution on the court.
1:24 left in the third.
And a solid pick to free him up for the dunk.
Boy, the timing there couldn't be any better.
The execution was simply flawless. That, ladies and gentlemen, is how you run that play.
Ooh, they pick off the pass. Kennard against Reed. The three is up. And it's Noel with a rebound. Minnesota's got nothing to fall from outside in this third quarter. Here's Alexander Walker. Pass to Anderson. Back to Alexander Walker. 6 on the shot. Kept alive by Minnesota. Reed kicks it out to Anderson. Reed in the post. He's against Tillman. Reed, good.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Tipped. Here's Alexander Walker. Banked it in off the glass.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly and capitalizing. There is an imagination, a creativity. This guy's passing drives the offense.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves earning this break in the action. Up. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
Now, I know he's a big man, but he's got some point guard in him if he's making passes like this.
I'll tell you, in today's game, you want skill and decision-making at every position.
Fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. And now let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Rudy Gobert.
Yeah, and it's not surprising. He's really going at the defense inside throughout the entire game. Just showing the D no mercy whatsoever. They constantly were feeding him the ball, clearing out, and letting him do his thing.
Well, it didn't start out with him being in this crowd's crosshairs, but as the game went along, he kept pouring it on them. It's safe to say they don't want to see this guy anywhere near their arena for a long, long time. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Taylor Jenkins had to say to his team. He really got into them, saying, quote, "You guys aren't playing hard enough. Forget the X's and O's. We need to play with passion. Let's just see that for the last part of this game. Guys."
Okay, thank you, Allie. Brooks and Jackson, the defensive forward pair. Morant and Bane in the backcourt together. And it's Adams in at the center position. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. And here's Bane. Lets the three fly. Outside for Brooks. Outside Bane. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. 1 minute in now in the fourth quarter. Pass to Noel. Anderson with a screen on Morant. Noel. Boom! He jams it straight down.
And he just driving the stake in him there.
He's a guy who just never lets up.
Well, you love that he wants to wear out the defense. What a catalyst for his team. Incredible.
And Morant gets it to go.
Plays with so much confidence. When Morant gets in the zone, he stays aggressive.
Here's Alexander Walker. Soft touch off the glass.
And staring at a sizable deficit, the defense has to tighten up.
Outside Morant. Jackson the screen. Let's go with a three. And it's Morant missing. For Minnesota, they've gotten half of their attempts to fall in the fourth. 2 for 4 now. Stolen by Jackson. Outside Morant. That one doesn't drop. The Timberwolves shooting the ball at 46% from the floor. Pass to Alexander Walker. Back to Noel. 4-3. The rebound by Jackson. Jackson's got his 4th rebound in this one. Outside Bane. Adams a screen. Jacks up a 3. Bane, no good.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Reed a screen on Morant. Oh, it's stolen by Adams. Outside Morant. 3rd minute of action.
Oh, my goodness! That was nice.
A ridiculous slam.
Look at the lift and the finish. I mean, just an agile move by Morant down low, working around the contact and getting it to go.
Here's Alexander Walker, guarded by Bane. The shot by Alexander Walker, no good. Memphis has gone 1 for 3 in the fourth quarter from range. Here's Morant. He takes it in. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
Wow. Always fun to see point guards who can elevate above the rim like that.
Oh, a strong mindset and even stronger finish.
Boy, it's incredible how much explosive scoring ability can come from the lead guard position. That is a big-time play.
Here's Alexander Walker. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. And he commits the intentional foul.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
1:19 left to play in the fourth quarter. Outside Morant. From deep three-point range. An absolute bomb from three-point range. And now just a 4-point Minnesota lead. Morant against Conley. And it's Towns with the power finish.
Oh, does he deliver? That is a determined young fellow right there. Karl Anthony
37 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. 5 on the clock. And stolen by Morant.
They can't go empty on any of their possessions from here on out.
And no time to waste. Not at this point in the game.
Morant with the slam!
Great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
To me, more often than not, when you attack, good things happen.
And they foul intentionally. Now they're going to have to do that again. They're not in the penalty just yet.
Yeah, and that was a smart move. I mean, you have to foul right there. You just don't want them to run out the clock.
And now they decide to foul intentionally. And no good, as the first free throw misses. We'll see if he can hit the second.
Well, Conley could put this team in a good position here. He's just got to relax and trust his mechanics.
Morant with it. To take the lead. Misses the three. And they're going to prolong the game with an intentional foul. He drops the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
Well, here's a guy with a great deal of experience in these situations. Mike Conley's team very confident with his chance to deliver at the foul line. You've got to show composure, and he comes through right when the team needs him most.
So it's a narrow victory for the Timberwolves, pulling it out for the W. They played...
I smack clowns with mad style.
this one with two incredible talents going head-to-head.
And we've been really spoiled with all of these guards that we get to watch. The league today has as much talent at the 1 and 2 as it ever has.
So the opening lineup for the Suns. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Andre Ayton out there with Durant, and it's Okogie in at the 3, the small forward. Now Durant. Following the miss by John Morant from deep. And that one, good.
Inside, Durant's scoring instincts take over, helping him find a path to that difficult shot.
Adams with the screen on Paul. Morant passes to Adams. Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
And I'll bet that's what they talked about before the game, getting the ball inside early.
Bane against Booker. Just 5 on the clock. Into the lane.
And looking back to Devin Booker in that 2015 draft, this guy went 13th overall.
What a steal. Plus, Book was the 4th guy taken from his own college. I think that put a giant chip on his shoulder, fueled Devin to the all-star he is today.
Both free throws good from Booker. We've seen the Suns get back to being one of the league's elite passing teams, RJ.
That was the trademark of the Steve Nash era. And look, they've returned to a brand of team-first basketball. It's allowed them to join the ranks of some of the top teams in this league. That play is Morant's ball-handling talents pretty much in a nutshell. Fast, smooth, and very fast.
Durant with a wide-open look. Good, and Paul gets the assist. KD's got 5 points so far.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Now here's Booker, and the dunk by Booker.
There is no on-off switch for Booker. He is always in attack mode.
Now Morant for 3. And it's Ayton with the rebound. Durant against Jackson. KD dishes to Booker. And the 3 off target. Grizzlies have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Durant against Morant. Launches it. Morant with another miss. Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first. Oh, how about that slam?
Whoa! The versatility of KD, equally lethal in transition and the half court.
Now here's Adams. Morant surveying the D. Fires for 3. The Grizzlies with another miss. Phoenix leading by 3. Outside, KD. 1:33 left in the first. Whoops, they pick off the pass. Morant with it. Chris Paul covering.
The explosiveness of Morant is just incredible. His motor and work ethic are both tremendous as well.
The Grizzlies shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
Numbers last year for them, just about 73%, so the bottom third of the league. John Morant impressed as a rookie, but in 2022, he really started blowing the roof off.
He's been doing some tremendous things. And how about a 52-point game in February that year? Only 12 of those points came from threes. That's a lot of buckets. Runs the offense smoothly. Durant special in that regard.
Morant against Paul. Morant outside. Adams controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
At to put a body on Adams. He's too good of an offensive rebounder to not pay attention.
Booker up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Now here's Brooks. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Jackson setting the pick here for Morant. Can't tie it up as that one misses. Suns leading by 3. Pass to Booker. From deep three-point range, the Grizzlies pull it in.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Even though he is capable of hitting that shot, I'd like to see him work for a better look in that situation.
And so it's Kevin Durant making headlines and highlights for the Suns. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. We'll return shortly. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And taking a look at the Suns' performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchup defensively.
Making it as difficult as possible for the offense to find clean looks. Great stuff.
So with Durant sitting on the bench, here's the group that Monty Williams has on the floor. They've got Terrence Ross. Also, Cameron Payne out there. Bismack Biyombo is out there with Warren. And it's Baisley in at the 4 slot.
One thing you have to admire about the Grizzlies is their high level of effort. These guys play with such determination on every single play.
Even their superstars like Morant. Stolen by Brooks. Morant outside. Second quarter of basketball, about 1 minute played so far. They grabbed their own miss. Adams' shot is good.
And this is where Adams has the biggest impact. The closer to the basket, the more effective he is.
And so it's Ross. He brings it up for the Phoenix Suns. The effort level of the Grizzlies, RJ, can be an equalizer against some teams.
Yes, the talent and experience can only take you so far. But Memphis, these boys will outwork you. And in some ways, it's not fair because their energy at times just seems unmatchable.
Now, here's Morant for 3. And the dunk by Jackson.
Morant's got great understanding of the game. He can move like very few can in that pick and roll set.
Inside. Stolen by Jackson. And here we go. The Grizzlies on a fast break. Payne with the bucket.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, when you hustle on the break like he does, good things tend to happen.
Ross with it. Over in the corner, Warren. 6 to shoot. Nifty move. And he hits the jumper for 2. And the Suns lead by 2.
And this is why you have Warren out there. Fantastic at just rising up with rhythm and knocking down that mid-range.
Here's Morant. Good on the shot. Morant's got 10 points.
And that's a great piece of work to get to the hoop there. Just tore the D to shreds.
Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Payne against Ross. The 3 from Warren. And Payne pulls it down. For Memphis, they've gone 4 of 6 in the field here in the second. And since coming into the league, Desmond Bane, Richard, has quickly established himself as a knockdown three-point shooter.
Yeah, his accuracy and efficiency from out there is incredible. The spacing he provides is why he's a key part of this team.
Adams puts every ounce of energy into his defense. He's not out there to contest shots. He's out there to reject them.
And the replay demonstrating once again how aggressive that defense was.
Sharp instincts on D there. Just timing when to rise up and swat that one away.
And the Suns with a completely new group on the floor.
I'm not sure why he keeps trying his luck from deep here. It's just not his night.
It's tipped. Stolen by Brooks. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Shot clock at 6. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
And you like to see this from Brooks, right? No need to fall in love with the jump shot. Give the defense different looks.
Ayton a screen on Bain. Booker with no one around. Good on the triple. He's got 9.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
For real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain the triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Ayton sets the pick for Booker. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own, and it's no good. Morant against Paul. Outside Jackson. 24 seconds left in the first half. And Adams kicks to Morant. Adams sets the pick for Morant. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
Clever play by Morant, sticking with his shot to ensure he gets himself fouled while in the act.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far. Both free throws good from Morant. Here's KD. He's got 9. Ayton a screen on Jackson. Oh, Ayton in position. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead.
Get ready for the double lucky.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Guys, John Morant has been sensational.
And if he can keep shooting from deep like he did in the first half, he's going to be more than a handful.
And let's see if the D adjusts. Make life a little more difficult on him.
In at the guard spots, Morant and Bain. At the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. And it's Adams in at the 5 down low. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis.
He'll put you on your heels in a hurry. Morant slicing through the D.
And it's Paul penetrating, and he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more. And different games, different officials. Something that might be called a foul in one game, Greg, may not be called in the next. As a player, how do you adjust to it?
That's a great question, and that's part of being a veteran. I learned early on, you actually scout officials the same way you scout the players. They have tendencies as well.
Here's Morant. The rebound by KD. Suns trail by 6. And then Durant with the jam.
What an athletic play by Durant. This man, what can't he do?
So timeout called here. The first for Memphis. Jones checked in for John Morant. And the Grizzlies leading by 4. Outside, Jones. Jackson trying to break free. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded-out game.
Ball outside. Pass to Durant. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It goes on Dylan Brooks.
Just absolutely dominant inside. You have to be all over Durant.
And never say never, but we might never see another player who combines the length and guard skills of Kevin Durant. He's a player who completely breaks the mold.
Jones against Paul. Lets it fly from 18. And the Grizzlies tack on 2 more.
And he should thank the team for those 2 points. Nobody paid much attention to him on that play.
And when you think about Durant's singularity as a player, Steve Kerr said he's more gifted than Michael Jordan. Greg, what do you think of that?
Well, Steve's had a first-hand view coaching KD and playing alongside Jordan. He didn't say greater, but more gifted. And I think it's a conversation.
On the basket by Jones.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
Back to Booker. Three-pointer. It's hauled in by Adams. Adams has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Jones looking for an opening. Screen by Adams. Jones the pass to Adams. And stolen by Ayton. Crosses over. Here's Okogie. Brooks covering. Outside Durant. Just 5 to shoot. Phoenix needs to get off a shot. And the rejection by Jackson. We've got 1:48 left to play in the third. Three-pointer. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. Ayton's got his 5th rebound in this one. Shot is good, and the Memphis lead's cut down now to just 3 on the basket from Durant.
And the handles from Durant are downright filthy, using him to cut up the defense there with ease.
And Adams kicks to Brooks. Jackson passes to Bain. Fires the 3. It's hauled in by the Suns. Ayton's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
Well, guys, look, the Phoenix Suns ended the regular season on a high note last year. They finished first in the Western Conference, a feat they hadn't accomplished in a bit of time.
In 2004, the Phoenix Suns clinched the top spot in the Western Conference, and they're about ready to do it again.
Yeah, and that was the Steve Nash, Amari Stoudemire days, and that was practically 2 decades ago. But the Suns have earned this top spot. They've been putting in the hard work with this young core and grinding out all these games.
Is that 7 seconds or less?
Yes, sir. So close to getting the block there. You can live with those calls because you'd rather have a guy playing aggressive instead of playing it safe.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
And a scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
At the line for 2.
And both free throws good for Ross. There's 48 seconds left here in the third quarter. Jones, the pass to Kennard. This one for 3. Rebound by the Suns. Driving to the basket. Ross, that's good.
And we talk about the importance of versatility. He's really got it all on the offensive end.
We've got 22 seconds left in the third quarter. Kennard for 3. It's Biombo with the rebound.
And this will be the last possession of the quarter if they're patient.
Yeah, it's all about clock management with these situations. Let's see how that plays out.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
It's his first trip to the line. He misses the free throw.
2 shots.
And he's good on the second. Outside Warren. And he hits the buzzer beater.
Yeah, now they are firing on all cylinders. That shot puts 3 more onto their lead.
Please give a big round of applause.
Oh, we have the chance now, folks. Let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate. And how about the setup this one?
We talk a lot about playing for one another. Right there with the pass, he's demonstrated what it means to do exactly this.
tense quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. So with Durant sitting on the bench, here's the group that Monty Williams has on the floor. They've got Warren. Terrence Ross is out there with Payne. And there's Bismack Biyombo. And it's Beasley into the power forward position.
Yeah, way to play and attack ball and get to the line.
And the first one drops.
And it's been an outstanding game for them at the free throw line. Not missing their chances when they get them.
And the Suns with a completely new group on the floor. Paul against Jones. Paul passes to Okogie. Stolen. Now here's Kennard. He's guarded closely. The three. Rebound by the Suns. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Jones. Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Tillman passes to Kennard. Can't hit that one. The Suns go the other way with it. The pass to Okogie. Back to Ayton. And he uses the glass on the layup. Ayton's got his first points in this one.
And padding that field goal percentage, it's hard to stop Ayton when he gets the ball that deep.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. So Memphis ends up going with the new group. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, Taylor Jenkins just reviewed his plan with his team. He said he just wants them to play faster. Feels like they've been too lackadaisical with the ball and that their aggressiveness just isn't there right now. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David.
Forget the long-range shots. Ja wants to challenge you down low.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws. Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. Jackson against KD. Booker dishes to Paul for the three. And there's Booker on the assist by Paul. Booker's got the lead up to 7 now for Phoenix.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
Yeah, but they can't relax. They've got to keep building on this lead because it is not safe.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
KD, a screen on Bane. To the paint. And finished off by KD.
Well, Durant must be making the defense sweat a little bit right now. Whenever he gets into a rhythm, he gets aggressive.
Jackson, a screen on Paul. The three from Morant. And it's sent back by KD. Morant against Paul. And then Morant slams it in.
Get this man the ball, and he will make something happen. Morant rises to the occasion, man.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Morant. That's foul number 2 for him. For 3, Booker. The rebound by Steven Adams. Adams has got his 6th rebound on the night. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Oh, and there's the foul. It's on Josh Okogie. That is his first foul of the game.
14 foul. 2 minutes remaining in the game.
Jackson, a screen on Paul. Morant with a wide open look. Off target from outside.
Questionable shot selection on that three. Not really helping as they try and narrow the deficit.
And that one's good, Ayton.
Just a textbook lead pass right there, putting it right where it needed to be.
Morant outside. Bane kicks to Morant. Screen by Adams. Lets it go with the three. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Morant's got 3 assists in the game. Suns leading by 4. Booker up top, guarded by Bane. Passes it to Paul. KD sets the pick for Paul. 6 on the shot clock. Shoots over Adams. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. KD's got 4 points now in the quarter.
He is one of the most elite scorers we have seen. You want KD with the ball.
Morant's against Paul. Morant drives in. Oh, he misses the dunk.
Why? Just why? Come on, man. Save that one for practice.
Phoenix has gone 6 of 12 from outside. A very nice 50% mark. Shooting the 3-ball well. Ayton a screen on Jackson. KD passes to Paul. Suns moving the ball around. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Ayton. And he lays it straight in. And the Suns lead by 8.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
No let up with these guys. They're going for the throat now.
From the arc. It drops. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5. And so here's Phoenix. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Jerry Jackson Jr. Second personal foul. Team foul.
He drops the first one, and that increases their lead to 6.
One of the most accomplished players in the game. Durant's sole focus is to continue contending for titles. I'm not going to lie, that's big, making all of those, giving them a little bit more breathing room.
Payne for 3. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. Outside Durant. Shoots from the corner. The shot comes out. So the Suns win it. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
You know, Kevin, I sense...
All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.
I smack clowns with mad style.
confidence through their bigs, Grant. Talk about the value of being able to do that.
Yeah, BA, you know, it just speaks to how both teams can beat you in multiple ways of playing. I think it can lead to higher percentage looks with the bigs running the offense. You can strike a nice balance between inside and out, which coaches are preaching right now.
All right, now the opening lineup for Phoenix. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Kevin Durant is out there with DeAndre Ayton. And it's Okogie in at the 3 spot. Now here's Booker. And stolen by Gobert. Got a piece of it. Pass to McDaniels. Here's Towns. Guarded by Durant. Here's McDaniels. Okogie pulls down the board.
That's not going to make you a favorite target of your teammates. They'll think twice about feeding you if you're going to keep missing layups.
Durant on the attack. Booker with it. 5 to shoot. Some solid defense from Edwards. Now the Timberwolves with it, and Towns' three-pointer is elite. But some don't think centers should float around beyond the arc. What's the balance there, you think, Brad?
Well, I mean, first of all, it just shows how the game has evolved with big guys shooting like him. The bottom line, just play with aggression and don't settle. That triple is a weapon. You also got to use your size and skill inside just as often.
So it's Phoenix now, after the Timberwolves picking up a basket a moment ago. Paul can't get it to go.
And that's just an off-balance, low-percentage shot, especially without room to operate.
And there's the call on Devin Booker. That's his first foul of the game.
I have to admit, I mean, it's always a tough decision for the ref on the block charge call.
Now here's Conley. Pass to McDaniels. Towns for 3. Okogie pulls down the board.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Edwards against Booker. And Mike Conley picks up the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
About 2 minutes gone by in the first quarter. Ball against Conley. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt.
Oh, that's some pesky defense. Should have thought twice before attempting that pass.
Yep, count it.
That's nice vision there. You see that pass, you make the feed before the defense has a chance to react, and that opens up a much better opportunity to score.
Now here's Booker. Ayton, a screen on Edwards. Booker, the pass to Ayton. A shot to stop the drought. Yes, and it's Booker with the setup.
Ayton rolls to the hoop for 2 at 7-1, very fluid.
Here's Edwards, driving inside, and Edwards slams it in.
And this kind of sick slam is just one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now, BA.
You know, there's an edge the way they play, and a confidence they're not afraid to show.
Woo! Not a lot of resistance from the D.
That's the last guy you want to leave open.
Well, not that wide open. You're given a juicy gift by the defense. You got to sink your teeth into it.
Now here's Durant. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Yeah, has there been a better scorer in NBA history? KD just a perfect offensive force using length that time.
Minnesota's gone 0 for 2 from outside.
Phoenix foul. Devin Booker. Second personal foul. Second team foul.
First one falls for him.
The Phoenix Suns have been a completely different team since acquiring Chris Paul. He's the leader of this team, and he helps set the tone on both ends.
Boy, the city of Phoenix really embracing Chris Paul as soon as he arrived.
Yeah, I mean, he's in the latter stages of his career now. But you would never know it based on how hard he plays every single night. He just makes everyone on this team so much better. And this is something he does all too well. Great position for the putback there.
And I like how he doesn't think twice about passing it out, just going right for the slam.
No, his competitiveness right now is why the teammates love him.
Here's Towns, following the score by Phoenix. Over Paul. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
Yeah, my expectations were that he was not going to miss that one. He handles that kind of defense, especially on the inside.
Pass to Okogie. Launches a 3. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. A chance to go 2 for 1.
And you really must play this just right.
Towns down low. He's guarded by Paul. Towns can't get it to go. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. And so they foul intentionally.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
It's Booker on the wing, guarded by Edwards. Booker, the pass to Durant. Back to Booker. Shot clock at 6. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. Rudy Gobert picks one up.
Booker just one of these guys who's calculating on the offensive end. He's trying to figure out what defenses are doing. He's always working hard to find shots, and he's going to influence the game with the way he can produce. And you can tell he's feeling confident right now at the line, and when he's on, he can be lights out.
Here's Towns. Drops in the layup for 2.
And just crashes the glass with effort and intensity. I mean, how do you box a guy out like Towns?
So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. That's And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
They've done a great job facilitating so far. So moving the rock and finding the open man, just great selfless basketball.
Getting to the inside is really important, but it's how close you can get to the basket. It feels like these guys are all around the rim in their attack tonight.
And so in the game for the Suns, they've got Darius Bazley, Cameron Payne out there with Terrence Ross. Then it's Bismack Biyombo, and it's Warren in at the... And there's the call on Karl Anthony Towns. That's his first foul. Outside Warren. And he's going for the lob.
Yeah, that's a smart pass as T.J. Warren does a solid job finding the open man.
The Timberwolves shooting the ball at around 42% for the game. Conley on the attack. And it's good. 2 points.
Where's the rim protection? That's just too easy for him.
Payne against Conley. It's Ross on the wing. It's blocked by Gobert.
And just a top-tier shot blocker in the league. Gobert's massive wingspan is a huge reason why he wipes away all those shots.
The Suns trailing. Here's Bazley. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. For 3, Warren. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Towns has got his 5th rebound in this one. Outside Conley. Pass to Towns. Fires for 3. Yes, great play by Conley to set it up. Towns has got 5 points. And Brent, you look at the Defensive Player of the Year award. Generally, the province of big men. Is that short?
Yes, sir! That's what you tune in for right there. Wow.
B.A., I'm not sure he should be flaunting around the rim like that with this game so close.
Oh, it's risky, but it sure did look good. Out to the right wing. Towns for 3. Here's Gobert. And Gobert with the stuff.
This is who Towns is. An unselfish, versatile big man with great court awareness.
Ross with it, and it's Gobert picking him up. Out to the right wing. Pass to Bazley. Clock at 6. Conley comes with a double team. Uses the glass on the layup.
Bazley's got good size at 6'8", so down on the interior with that length, tough to stop.
Ross against Edwards. Towns with the ball. And it's powered home by Towns.
His defender flying by him after that pump fake.
No hesitation on his move to the rim right there. Here's Ross. Oh, and they immediately answer back with a dunk on the other end.
Now that's how you capitalize on a screen.
Hey, good positioning, too. Gave him a clear path to the hoop.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
Gobert finds Edwards. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Suns. And the Suns going with a whole new group out there. Here's Durant. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter.
Yeah, there's some explosiveness inside Kevin Durant. He shows it off there.
And the Timberwolves going with a whole new group out there. That one drops. He ties it up. Minnesota has gone 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second. To the paint. Here's Anderson. No good with a layup. The Suns have gotten 5 of 7 shots to fall in the second.
Well, DeAndre Ayton was so valuable in that 2021 playoff run for the Suns. Shot over 65% the entire postseason on their way to that NBA Finals appearance.
And stolen by Paul. Ayton in the high post. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
Chris Paul came into the league playing unselfish, continues to do so. What a dime.
Outside, Anderson. Back to Alexander Walker. To the wing on the left. They need this. And it's laid in by Anderson. Anderson's gotten his first points in this one.
That's been the story of their offense so far. Getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
Outside Booker. The kick to Durant. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And Durant slams it home.
Booker more and more becoming a double threat, not just to score the ball, but starting to realize he can set up his teammates.
Anderson can't get it to go.
That's the shot you hope for. Right at the rim. Just couldn't capitalize.
And now we've got an intentional foul. The first one falls.
At the line for the Suns.
And both free throws good for Durant.
Makes it pretty tough on the defense. Who are you going to pick to send to the free throw line? He's hitting the free throws right now. Form looks good.
Down low. Here's Towns. Yes. Great play by Conley to set it up. Towns has got 9.
That's just Big Cat using his upper body strength to convert through contact.
Oh, it's stolen by Towns. And we're through the...
With the score, your Minnesota Timberwolves, 25. The Suns, 29. Fans, put your hands together and get loud for the Jabberwockies!
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one, as both teams trying to gain an edge. One of the stories here, Kevin Durant. He's getting it done today.
When he got good position and they got the ball to him, he was automatic.
Yeah, we'll see if the double teams start to come here in the second half to make them adjust offensively. But he's going to keep going at it.
Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Conley in at the 1. And that's the group for Chris Finch as we begin the second half. Ball can't get it to go. The Timberwolves trail. It's Edwards on the wing, guarded by Durant. They get it back. Towns.
I'll tell you what, that cat was strong and physical. Woo, I'm not sure how you can effectively stop Towns around the basket.
And here's Booker. 6 points for him. Driving to the basket. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Towns.
Just a millisecond late. So close to coming up with a steal there.
Real close, and I'm sure next time you might time that a little bit better and get a hand on it.
Paul with it, and it's Gobert picking him up. Here's Ayton. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
Yeah, Ayton out there playing poker with the flush.
The Timberwolves shooting efficiently, 50% so far. Edwards, a pass to Gobert. Outside McDaniels. It's Edwards on the wing. The shot, no good. And Phoenix the other way now. It's Booker on the wing, guarded by Edwards, and out of bounds. Minnesota will have it. And we're about a minute and a half in the second half. Out of bounds, it'll be Phoenix's ball. The Suns leading. Paul with it. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. Up and over Conley. No good off the back of the rim.
Well, that mid-range, Jay, usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one.
Oh, save that for the dunk contest. That flush was so extra.
Whether or not this game is close, he's the same guy, focused on finishing firm at the rim. Outside Paul. The three from Ayton. To the right side. Fires from deep. And the Suns miss again.
That's a look he couldn't pass up. He just couldn't get it to go.
To the inside. Here's Towns. That one's good. And it's Conley who picks up the assist. Conley's got his 4th assist in this one. Ball against Conley. Throws it up high. And Ayton with the stuff.
As long as passes are in that area, Ayton's going to get up and go down.
For Minnesota, they've gone 3 of 5 from the field in this 3rd quarter. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Towns. He's got 13. The kick out to Conley. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
And yeah, this is what you like to see from Towns, using his size and strength to make things happen.
Phoenix has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the 3rd. Durant with a screen on Conley.
2 minutes.
Pass to Durant. Rudy Gobert with a rebound. The Timberwolves have gone 4 of 6 from the floor in this 3rd quarter. Here's Towns. And the layup falls. Towns has got 17 points.
A former #1 pick. Towns is unstoppable when he's on. A polished offensive talent with great size.
Durant with it. He's picked up by Conley. And Ayton gets it to go.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
Towns against Paul. Double team on Towns. And that one's good. Towns has got 10 points in just the 2nd half.
I like seeing Towns be aggressive from deep. He knows his teammates want him to shoot from there.
Outside Booker. There's the triple. The shot no good. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. Outside Conley. Pass to Edwards.
At the line for Minnesota, Anthony Edwards.
The first free throw is good. And both free throws good for Edwards. A chance at a 2 for 1 if they'd like.
And I really can't see why they wouldn't.
Inside. McDaniels against Warren. Outside Payne. Just 5 on the clock. Oh, and a nice defensive play to disrupt the lob. Edwards with it. Picked up by Ross. Shot is good by Edwards.
The defense couldn't collapse quickly enough.
The Suns trailing. And Biyombo slams it home.
And Payne just playing eyes-up basketball, seeing that opportunity.
Here's Towns. It's hauled in by Baisley. It's been all about Karl Anthony Towns for the Timberwolves. He put together 10. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dime. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
3 tense quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the 4th. On the floor for Phoenix, Darius Baisley is out there with Bismack Biyombo. Then it's Terrence Ross. Then it's T.J. Warren. And it's Payne in at the point. Ross against Edwards. Pass to Baisley. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
You wonder what it's going to be like when Baisley puts everything together. It's such a tough cover.
And the Suns will go for a different look here. Ayton, he's checked in for Biyombo. Okogie comes in for Warren. Booker, he's checked in for Ross. And it's Chris Paul in for Payne. Towns is screen on Paul. Here's Conley. Here's Towns. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Towns. Durant, he's checked in for the Suns.
Kevin Durant.
Pass to Okogie. Back to Durant. Outside for Booker. Outside Durant. And it's slammed in by Durant.
There are very few guys Durant's size who can change pace with the bounce like he did there.
Time called here. The Timberwolves decide to talk it over. At this point in the game, fourth quarter, it's always important to stay focused. And while the coach goes over the plans, these players are getting a much-needed chance to get hydrated with some Gatorade. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Chris Finch was going over with his team. And with every possession being critical, he was clear with his team. Quote, "This is what we prepared for. Keep your focus, stay in the moment, and execute." He believes that's the path to victory, guys.
And Allie, thanks. Towns. And it's powered home by Towns.
Hey, if you give him room, he's going to score the ball.
For three, Booker. Yes. And it's Paul with the assist that time. Paul's got his 5th assist in this one. Edwards against Booker. Edwards can't hit. An opportunity now to retake the lead.
Showing off their intensity these last few minutes.
Outside for Booker. Here's Okogie. McDaniels covering. And an intentional foul right there.
Mike Conley. 3rd personal foul. 2nd team foul.
Timberwolves on D. They lead by 1. Here's Durant. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. Rudy Gobert picks one up.
For a spindly guy, Durant has such great body control. Hard not to foul him when he carves his way in that deep.
The Timberwolves have gone 2 of 3 to open the fourth quarter. Conley up top. He's guarded by Paul. McDaniels from long range. And another 3 from Minnesota.
One of the league's better floor generals, really over the last decade. Conley plays with an old-school pass-first mindset.
Durant with a screen on Edwards. Outside Durant. And they go to the intentional foul.
Anthony Edwards. 2nd personal foul. 4th team foul.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Outside Durant. 6 to shoot. The Suns need to get off a shot.
Well, a little head scratcher there, guys. There's no reason to force the ball inside like that. I understand the thought process, but the pass just has to be better.
Pass to Paul. Outside Durant.
2 minutes.
We've got 1:55 left in the final quarter.
Happy to put the team on his back, especially in the biggest of moments. Durant nails a huge shot.
It's Edwards on the wing. Booker defending. McDaniels from long range. And another 3 from Minnesota.
And defensively, how do you leave them that open in crunch time?
And Booker puts up a deep 3. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Timberwolves.
The fearlessness they've shown going strong inside has been impressive. The defense hasn't been very effective against them.
And it seemed like throughout this game, right after the jump ball, they've just been feeling it from distance, getting all the looks they want and continuing to take advantage of that three-point line.
Here's Edwards. Phoenix grabs the miss. Ayton's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Durant drives in. Pass to Ayton. It's Booker on the wing. Oh, there's the alley.
How about that? Ayton stepping up, wanting the pressure.
Minnesota's gotten 3 of their 7 threes to find the net in this matchup. Picked by Gobert. To the inside. Stolen by Ayton. Pass to Durant. And that's out of bounds. Phoenix will retain possession. Stolen by Conley. Gobert with it. Now guarded by Ayton. Conley passes to Gobert. Count it!
Now that's one to remember. What an impact on the game.
I'm wondering, is that the biggest shot of the game?
Ayton, a screen on Edwards. Here's Booker. Missed it!
And even with the stakes this high, I wouldn't bet against Booker. He has this shot really dialed in.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now for the second. And he's able to hit the second one. And that ties this game up.
Shaking his head moment there. Had a chance to put them out in front. But at least they're tied up.
And Minnesota calls time here. Seconds left in the game. Here's Gobert. Oh, he missed it. Outside Durant. Yeah!
Well, anyone questioning Durant's killer instinct can stop right now. Wow.
And Minnesota calls time here. They're losing by 2. 1 second left in the fourth quarter.
Your first make some noise. Let's show why we're the best fans in the NBA. Let's get loud. Some substitution.
Durant with a steal. So a close game sees Phoenix taking this one. Allie, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks.
I smack clowns with mad style.
Players on the court tonight.
And, Kev, it's not just about the aerial skills, though. There are some guys out there who can flat out wear you down with their ability to run the floor.
Now look at Memphis's starting group. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bain. And it's Brooks in at the 3.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Over to the left wing. Towns kicks to Gobert. Out to Conley. Shoots. Here's McDaniels. Outside, Towns. It's Edwards on the wing. That 3 off the mark.
Yeah, that old adage about being too wide open, not a thing. He just missed it.
Here's Morant. And then jammed down as he goes right over Rudy Gobert.
As creative as they come, John Morant has a style that's specifically his.
No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. And a miss there on the triple. And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thanks very much. I spoke briefly with Chris Finch. He was worried about their interior defense. He doesn't want them getting gutted in the paint. He told his players, look, they're going to score, but we've got to make it difficult on them to give ourselves a chance to win. Guys, let's see if they can follow that advice.
Thank you, David. Here's Towns. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
And proving to be a prolific scorer from anywhere on the floor. That's a gimme for Towns.
Well, great with this Memphis Grizzlies team. You like how young and how hungry they are. It's very appealing.
And these players have bought into the system. This is a selfless group that knows each other's strengths, and it's why they've seen so much success here of late. And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
You like how Adams surveys the whole floor, allowing him to spot the wide open man.
Now here's Edwards. Over Bain. Here's Towns, and the dunk by Towns.
Not just swinging the ball around the perimeter, aggressive move inside.
Here's Morant. Whistle blows, bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
Stronger than his frame might suggest. That's a big-time and 1 by Ja.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here.
76% from the line a season ago. And what a creative finisher. Edwards is so fast in how he gets up to throw it down.
The 3 from Morant. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Timberwolves trail by 3. Now Conley. Here's Gobert. Rebounded by Jackson.
Even though he missed it, this is the exact play your offense is designed to produce.
And a wide open look for Bain. No good on the 3.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Conley for 3. That shot missing, and it's Memphis the other way. Here's Morant. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
You know, some of John Morant's sequences remind you of a young Derrick Rose. He's that explosive.
Both free throws good from Morant. Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. To the inside. It's tipped. Here's Towns. Out to Edwards. From past the arc. It's good. It's his second basket. He's shooting 2 for 4.
And how about the quick eyes there from Towns? Finds a hole in the defense and exploits it there with a nice find.
Morant with a wide open look. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. And so Edwards will bring it up for the Timberwolves. Trailing by 2. McDaniels finds Edwards. Can't tie it up as that one's no good. Memphis has gone 0-4 from 3-point land to start out. Looking cold from outside. Morant against Conley. Jackson setting the pick here for Morant. And the rejection by Towns. Jackson gets the bucket.
In terms of raw tools, Jaren could become one of the best offensive rebounders in the league. We'll see how it plays out.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. And Gobert hits to Conley. There's the triple. Shot by McDaniels, no good. Morant against Conley. Morant outside. 2 on the clock.
Oh! That's what I'm talking about. Wow. That was nice. What a night for John Morant. Showing off that versatility, and he's relentless at the offensive end.
And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies.
Please give a big round of applause for the Bucks.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for Memphis.
Tonight, early on, this team is saying, forget the analytics. Let's take mid-range shots. They can be easy points.
And the other thing I've been impressed with, guys, is their assertiveness at attacking the paint, trying to hunt for those high percentage looks.
So on the floor for Memphis. At the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bane. And it's Adams in at the 5, home in the paint. Bane for 3. Sinks the three-pointer. Bane's got the lead up to 7 now for the Grizzlies.
A stellar shooter from downtown. All Bane needs is a little space, and he's ready to fire.
And here's Edwards from the arc. Nice 4 for 7 from the floor with that shot.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
How often do we see this these days? Clubs answering each other from range. That was a clever move, slicing his way past the taller defender and finishing with some flavor.
And the #1 overall pick in 2015, Karl-Anthony Towns has been the franchise player in Minnesota, but out to prove he can be the cornerstone on a contender.
Greg, in order for Towns to get the Wolves to where they want to go, and certainly where he wants to go, how does he take the next step?
For me, last season, an inconsistent playoff performance for Cat. He's got to make an imprint on the game, even when shots aren't falling.
And then Morant slams it in.
Not one to shy away from physicality. John Morant just goes about his business.
Gobert with a screen for Edwards. Misses the 3.
There's some defense for you. For someone who's as good at shooting the 3 ball as he is, you need a defender who's equally good at guarding against him.
Bane, no good. Timberwolves trail by 6. Outside Edwards. He kicks it to Gobert. Takes the 3. Shot by McDaniels, no good. The Grizzlies have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Jackson a screen on Towns. Hits the 3-point bomb. And now a 9-point Grizzly lead.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Reason why it takes extra energy to do it. You have to trust your defensive rotations, but it's worth it.
And how about athleticism from Edwards, rocketing off the drive there for the slam.
Here's Morant. He takes it in.
Hey, dunks aren't always for the big fellas.
A serious power move from the point.
Forget just laying it in. He wanted to make a statement.
Conley kicks to McDaniels. Down low. Here's Edwards. Back to McDaniels. It's Edwards on the wing. Just 5 to shoot. And Edwards with the stuff.
An agile move off the contact by Edwards, getting to his shot despite the difficult defense.
Adams with the screen on Conley. Morant against Conley. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Morant. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
Timberwolves trail by 7. And so they choose to intentionally foul. And when people talk about defense, the term boxes and elbows comes up a lot. Great for our audience. Can you explain what that's about?
It's a great point, Kevin. And listen, the two defenders on what we call the boxes, that's down in the low post area. You see those two boxes down at the end of the free throw line. And then you have the two defenders on the elbow. So that's the edge of the free throw line. The idea to close down the paint. Never a bad idea to run the old pick play.
You're right. And if it produces a slam like that, we'll probably see more of them.
Especially if the defense is going to allow you to do it. Have to switch on that play.
And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. The Timberwolves have gone 5 of 7 from the field here in the second. 1:03 left in the first half of basketball. And finished off by Edwards.
And we are seeing tonight why Edwards was selected first overall. Anthony has a special ability to score.
Jones, the pass to Adams, and the layup's good off the glass. And the Grizzlies lead by 5.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Edwards kicks to Conley. Now the pass to Gobert. Back to Conley. Feeds it to Gobert. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. And Edwards with the stop.
Flying high. Anthony Edwards, ladies and gents, cleared for takeoff.
And the Grizzlies leading by 3. Jackson setting the pick here for Jones. His 3-pointers off the mark. Stolen by Brooks. Count it.
Dylan Brooks.
We've got 13 seconds left in the first half of the game. McDaniels kicks to Edwards. Inside, Gobert takes it off the glass.
Nice interior touch from Rudy. Good at getting ideal positioning and capitalizing.
And a close game so far in the first.
With the score, your Minnesota Timberwolves 28, the Grizzlies 31.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. You know, Anthony Edwards has been exceptional here, guys.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last 2 quarters.
Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. Hiding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. And it's Conley in at point. That's Chris Finch's 5 as we get into the second half.
You know, there's always going to be room in this league for guys like Luke Kennard. He can shoot, he can pass it, and he can put it on the floor.
Edwards, that's good.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Now, here's Kennard. And it's off from 3-point range. And Edwards with the stop.
Boy, you can see their confidence growing. They have reason to believe.
Yeah, the reason is they tied it up, but it took a lot of focus and a lot of energy. We'll see if they can sustain this effort.
And talented in so many ways. Edwards is focusing on 2 things: the refining of his shot mechanics and the sustained level of engagement.
And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
This is who you want leading that play. A sure passer with great awareness.
The Grizzlies shooting their 6th attempt at the charity stripe in the game. Here's Edwards. There's the drive. And finished off by Edwards.
You can't let Edwards get in the lane. Outstanding at using that burst of speed on the drive.
Kennard with the ball. Now guarded by Towns. Kicks it out to Jones. From outside, off the mark.
There was a mix-up defensively. Left him all alone. He just couldn't hit it.
And an intentional foul right there.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
90 seconds now into the second half. Pass to Gobert. Now here's McDaniel. Conley surveying the D. This is to Gobert. And the foul called on Xavier Tillman. That's his first foul.
Yeah, clearly struggling here with the foul. Still early. And just one more will put him over the limit.
So Memphis ends up going with the new group. Conley dishes to Gobert. Pass to McDaniels. Shot clock at 5. Back to Gobert. Over Adams. Gobert, no good.
Well, this is where he's inconsistent, and that can slow down your team's momentum.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
But not every point guard can give you that, the ability to finish with that level of authority.
And Towns gets it to go.
And how about the agility of Towns? Cutting with purpose there after setting the screen. Great display of his basketball IQ.
Now here's Morant for 3. Rebound Minnesota. Edwards with it. He's picked up by Morant. Edwards passes to Towns. Oh, and he misses the dunk.
You know, you'd love to see him pull that off, but instead he goes from highlight reel to the bloopers.
And then Morant slams it in.
I'm trying to think of someone who gets off the ground quicker than Morant. It's an exclusive list, I'll tell you.
McDaniels kicks to Edwards. Back to McDaniel. Outside Edwards. That one doesn't go. Now Memphis takes it the other way. Passes to Brooks. Back to Morant. Jackson a screen on Conley. And then Morant slams it in.
The decision-making keeps improving. John Morant looking comfortable operating in pick and rolls.
Gobert with a screen for Edwards. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to be on Desmond Bain. The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 4 at the free throw line tonight. He doesn't get the second one. And Adams has got the ball here for the call. That was something else.
And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatic.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness. And Memphis making a change here. Jones is checked in, and Edwards drops them both. For Memphis, they've gone 5 of 9 on field goal attempts since halftime. Jones looking for an opening. Memphis the rebound, and Adams kicks to Bain. Clock at 6. Shoots the 3. It's rebounded by Towns. Towns has got 6 rebounds in the game. Edwards with it. He has 30. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there. And one of the biggest stories of the summer was Rudy Gobert being traded. Gets a fresh start with the Timberwolves.
In this era of stretch bigs, many traditional centers have struggled, but Rudy Gobert just continues to thrive at both ends.
Brooks for 3, and the 3 ball is good. Brooks has got 5 points so far. Timberwolves trail by 4. It's stolen by Jones. Outside, Bain. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Anthony Edwards. That is his first foul of the game.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Jackson a screen on Edwards. Gets it to fall. The bucket from Bain.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
The length, the quickness, and the agility. Jaren Jackson has everything he needs.
Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter.
This is why you preach teamwork. Some of the most spectacular plays are the ones where guys are feeding off one another.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. So on the floor for Memphis, the wingmen are Bain and Brooks. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. And it's Jones in at the 1 spot. Adams sets the pick for Jones. On the wing, Jackson. Adams trying to free himself up. Jackson misses.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Alexander Walker passes to Reed. It's stolen by Adams. One-on-one fast break. Jackson has the open look. Off target from three-point range. Timberwolves trail by 5. The dish to Anderson. And the pass to Reed. A 3-ball. It's good from long range. Reed's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
The playmaking ability of Kyle Anderson combines great floor vision with his height and feel.
From 6 away, he can't get that one to fall. The Timberwolves go the other way with it. Anderson, a screen on Adams. Prince dishes to Anderson. That doesn't go on the chance to tie. Now a timeout called by Memphis.
It's time for T-shirts. Get loud if you need a free T-shirt, fans.
And it's a completely new lineup for Minnesota. And Memphis also making a switch. Morant's checked in. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, Taylor Jenkins just reviewed his plan with his team. He knows this has been a hard-fought game, and he wanted his guys to just sit down and catch their breath. He said, look, we're right in the game, guys. Let's make a little push here. Let's come out with some bite. Kevin?
Thanks, David.
And this is big for Edwards' confidence, wanting to keep hitting from downtown and stretching that defense.
The 3 from Morant. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Conley with it. He's picked up by Morant. Conley kicks to Gobert. To take the lead. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson. Jackson's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Conley against Morant. Driving inside. And finished off by Morant.
The quickness of Ja Morant is what makes his drives deadly. Where did he go?
Gobert with a screen for Edwards. And Bain pulls it down. Memphis leading by 3. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. No problems knocking that one down. Morant's got 15 points here in the second half.
Gotta honor Morant's 3-ball. He's more than capable of torching you from there.
And Towns throws it down.
And this is why he's a go-to option. Towns enjoys getting the chance to come up big for his team.
There's 1:54 left in the fourth. Count that one. Morant's got 36.
I like what he's doing here. Terrific efficiency scoring the basketball.
Towns against Jackson. Outside Edwards. Gobert with a screen on Bain. Edwards can't hit.
And that shot isn't the one they should be taking if they want to make this comeback happen.
Morant looking around. Here we go. Oh!
You gotta be faster than that to beat Ja Morant to the spot. He's too explosive.
Edwards gets to Conley. Out to the wing. Morant with the steal. There's the 3. The shot, no good. And Minnesota will come the other way. Bain against Edwards. He dishes it to Gobert. Outside Jackson. .40 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Adams, the pass to Morant. From outside the arc. Rebound, Minnesota.
Man, at what point do you blame the play calling more than the player?
And once again off the mark by Minnesota. And Morant's got the ball here for the Grizzlies. Well, this one is winding down now. Memphis can watch the clock run out. Pass to Bane. Wants to get it to Edwards and does. Here's McDaniels. It's good from beyond the arc.
Love the decision by Gobert, finding the open teammate, playing smart basketball.
First personal foul. First team foul.
And that's an intentional foul.
Minnesota foul. Mike Conley. Second personal foul. Second team foul.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall.
Steven Adams.
You can't make the second free throw either. Missing both.
You know, the one thing Steven Adams gives you, night in and night out, is toughness. He helps your team set a physical tone.
Morant with the steal. So it's Memphis picking up the win. A narrow win under difficult circumstances.